Welcome to a new episode of our weekly series COVID-19 Science in Context. A new COVID-19 variant named Omicron has received widespread media coverage in the past 2 days. First identified by South African scientists, it has now been identified in countries around the world. I'm Sabine, and joining me today is Professor Neil Ferguson. Neil, what do we know so far about this new variant?
We know it's been spreading probably since late October in central South Africa, where Johannesburg is. Of all the variants we've encountered so far, it has the most mutations away from the original Wuhan strain, particularly in the protein which is the target of most vaccines and of immunity, namely the spike protein. And so there's a concern that this variant may evade, at least partially, the immunity we have built up in the population, both through vaccination and natural infection.
Why were new travel measures needed?
Governments around the world have imposed a range of measures, and particularly heightening border measures, reducing the import rate of infections from where we think the epicenter is in southern Africa, just really to buy time, but also increasing surveillance on borders. So, for instance, PCR testing and sequencing the virus found in travellers from around the world, just so we have a better handle on what's going on, and we get that critical early data which may allow us to assess the characteristics of this virus.
Would you be able to give us a timeline for the next few weeks? What can we expect?
So I think the earliest we'll get any significant data on the potential extent this Omicron variant can escape immunity will be from lab studies which are underway now. They should report in the next week or two. It will take probably more like 3 to 4 weeks to get the first data from on the ground, field epidemiological data from countries like the UK, which actually quantify the effectiveness of vaccines against this new variant. We know there are cases in the country, in the UK at the moment. We'll see in the next few days exactly how many, and we expect them to grow. But again, we don't have enough information to prejudge quite what growth rate to expect.